Okay, so today I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a quick trick on how to find an exact or near exact quotient from a division problem. Mainly in that being one of a division problem where none of the first three numbers the first number can go into. A good example of this I did earlier as an experiment. So I did 9 divided by 284. Just a good example here. And the reason why is because 9 cannot go into 2, 9 cannot go into 8, and 9 cannot go into 4. However, it can go into 28. So when you take it and you can put it into 28, and of course it can go into 284, that's obvious. But it can go into 28, so that's the first one it can go into, and it can go into there about 3 times because 9 times 3 equals 27. So yeah, it can go into there 3 times. So what we're going to do is that, and then I'm going to go ahead and take these two, essentially, right, and I'm going to multiply them. Okay, so 9 times 3 is obviously what we just said, and that's 27, because it goes into 28 3 times, being that of 27. And we're going to go and throw a little line down here. We're going to put a little minus symbol, and yeah, so pretty simple. From here, we're going to go ahead and move to this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and subtract. Alright, and we'll do 8 minus 7. Okay, that'll be 1. Obviously, 2 minus 2 is 0. We don't have to put this, but I like to put this just because it helps me fill in that blank so I'm not totally confused thinking something needs to go there. But this is really up to you whether you put a 0 there. Okay, so the first step, alright, is to actually bring, for something like this, for this exact problem, since we're kind of left here, the first step is to bring this 1 up to here. Okay, so we're going to bring that up to here. Alright, and then the second step, alright, is to actually bring the 1 down. Alright, so we're going to bring it down to here. Alright, and the third step is to bring your remaining number at the end down below said 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Okay, and we're not actually looking at this part anymore, so we can just kind of, I guess you could say, keep this like that. This is really what we're going to focus on here. So I'm going to go ahead and put an add symbol here. And 1 plus 4 obviously is 5. And then the last step is to bring this 5 up here and put a decimal before it. You'll notice we are left with 31.5. Now if I go and, real quick, if I open up Google and I go to calculator, I'll go ahead and run this problem through there real quick. So we have 284 divided by 9. My answer that I gave was 31.5. It's a near exact quotient. Okay, so nearly the exact result is what I'm giving. And if I equal this, you'll notice 31.5. So it's off by a margin of 0.0555555556, but that is so minimal that it's essentially 31.5. So yeah, you have 31.5, and you'll notice that that's the answer we were able to get from using this method. And this is, like I said, particularly useful when the first number here that you're trying to divide by, or the divisor, pretty much useful when the divisor seems not to go into dividend, which in this case is the actual number you're trying to divide it into. So yeah, just go ahead and keep it in mind. And I will be doing more tutorials on different scenarios and even basic math, so be expecting that.